Hello, I'm David Valdés, and today we're talking about some financial applications. And I just wanted to introduce what we would consider a basic concept of income from sales. And I'm going to define that as revenue minus the cost of purchasing. You might be able to get a little crazier with this stuff, but let's try to keep it simple here. Let's also look at revenue as the price per unit times the number of units sold. So if you have a certain price and you're selling for the item at your store, you multiply that by the number of those units that are sold and you get a revenue from that. It's how much money you made from the things that you sold. But we also have to consider the cost of purchasing. Obviously, to get an item in your store, there's a cost for that. And that's my cost per unit times the number of units purchased from whoever you're buying from, plus some initial cost of purchasing. They might require something down just to make the contract with them. So you made some money, that's your revenue. You had to pay some money out, that's your cost. The income then is the revenue minus the cost of purchasing, and that's what I've shown down here below. I for income is equal to revenue minus the cost of purchasing. And when I expand that out according to the definitions I've given here, I get this formula. Now notice that my price per unit for the revenue I labeled as P with a subscript U for price per unit. Number of units sold is S. Over here for the cost of purchasing, the cost per unit, I've labeled C with a subscript U times N, the number of units purchased, plus the cost of purchasing, that's CP, and then a little zero down there to indicate the initial value. So let us take an example in the next video using these formulas and see if we can come up with some close approximation to a real-life model where we might use these equations.